dust on my back. Sun laying low, sky bleeding black. That old church bell was swinging slow. Sounded like it already knew where I'd go. Main Street was empty, shutters drawn tight. Even the dogs stayed hid from the light. Somewhere a hammer pulled back and clicked, and my own damn shadow turned and kicked. The gallows wind, my name, whispers my sins like it knows my shame. Every wrong turn, every blood I've spilled, it's a death that the hangman's rope can't kill. Sheriff was standing by a crooked oak tree, eyes like a man who's seen hell like me. Said, boy, you've been running about half your life, but the gallows wind's faster than a Bowie knife. The gallows wind, whispers my sins like it knows my shame. Every wrong turn, every blood I've spilled, it's a death that the hangman's rope can't kill. Some men pray for mercy when the noose gets tight. I just smiled and spit in the moon's pale light. If death's gonna take me, it best hold on, 'cause I'll ride with the devil for the dawn. The gallows wind, it calls my name, whispers my sins like it knows my shame. Every wrong turn, every blood I've spilled, it's a death that the hangman's rope can't kill. That wind was laughing when the trapdoor fell. Guess it's true, the gallows wind knows me well. By dawn they were gone, left me in the sand. A bullet in my gut, pistol slipped from my hand. Sun beat down till the buzzards came. They called me brother, now they cursed my name. But I crawled from the dirt with the pain still fresh. One boot boot gone and a soul to thresh. Now I walk with a hollow spur. One jingle means death's getting nearer, sir. You can run from the law, from the preacher's word, but you can't outpace that hollow spur. I've crossed dry rivers and towns gone still, left my mark in the dust where the night turns chill. Each name I whisper in the smoke and flame is another grave carved in the outlaw's game. Now I walk with a hollow spur. One jingle means death's getting nearer, sir. You can run from the law, from the preacher's word, but you can't outpace that hollow spur. They'll hear it in the dark before they see my face. That single spur ringing like an iron embrace. I'll take what they stole, I'll take what they've done, and pay it back double for my last ride's run. Yeah, I walk with a hollow spur. One jingle means death's getting nearer, sir. From the high, dry plains to the devil's blur, they all fall still at the hollow spur. That spur don't shine, but it sure does sing. It's the only friend left that I still bring. He came down from Abilene, coat black as a crow, eyes like the scripture, voice low and slow. Said the Lord once called him, but the Lord went still. Now he quotes Revelation right before he kills. That silver-handled Colt, carved with thorns and lambs, hangs heavy on his hip like the weight of man's sins. Folks say the steel was blessed or maybe cursed instead. Either way, it only speaks when someone's near to death. The preacher's call don't jam, it just through the border towns, no shadow at his heel. The sheriff tips his hat, knowing damn well the deal. Children hide in doorways, old men bow their heads, 'cause every soul he spares is one more he'll collect instead. The preacher's call don't jam, it just no appeals, no lies. He prays with the hammer. Either way, when you hear that click, your reckoning's begun. He's got Psalms for the dying, Proverbs for the damned, and the Lord's Prayer carved in the grip by his own hand. The preacher's cold don't jam, it just testifies. 6 rounds of judgment, no appeals, no lies, no choir, no altar, just the gun and the road, and the preacher's gospel's written in powder and smoke. Moonlight hangs like a noose on a canyon wall. Boots sink deep in the bones of the river's crawl. The cursed lantern swings, throwing blood red light on the faces of the damned in the shadow of night. Dust in their mouths, gold in their eyes. They ride like the wind, but they don't realize something's following close. Breath colder than steel, whispering deaths that no bullet can kill. Dead river riders, there's no turning back. You can't outpace the devil on a midnight track. That gold you're chasing ain't worth what you pay. When the dark comes to call, and it won't go away. They say the river dried when the curse took hold. Black water turned dust and the fish turned to gold. Well, men lost their minds in the heat and the glare, digging their graves while they breathe desert air. Now the riders press on, can't break the chain. Every hoof beats a hammer driving home the pain. Behind them it comes, no shape, no name, just the sound of their sins and the hiss of the flame. Dead river riders, there's no turning back. You can't outpace the devil on a midnight track. That gold you're chasing ain't worth what you'll pay. When the dark comes to call, and it won't go away. One by one they drop in the sand, eyes wide open but no fight in their hands. The lantern swings slow, then it falls to the ground, and the dark mist swallows up the last outlaw sound. Dead river riders, you've ridden too far. Ain't no map for the road where the lost souls are. That gold's in the dust, and the night's here to stay. And the dark came to call, She came down Main Street in a tattered white veil, boots in the dust, eyes cold as hell. Six-shot preacher in a blood-red hand, leaving lawmen dead where they made their stand. The church bell tolled, but it wasn't for prayer. It was warning the town she was already there. They whispered her name like a curse in the wind. Blackthorn Bride and the killings begin. And Blackthorn Bride, riding wild and wide, with the ghost of a vow she was denied. You can chase her shadow, you'll never kill the fire that don't take blame. They say she was left in the heat of July. For the preacher's reply, dressed still white when she grabbed that Colt, heart turning black as a hangman's robe. Now the territories burn where her boots have been. Every bounty man's blood's just another sin. Don't take prisoners, she don't look back. Every trail she rides turns whiskey black. Blackthorn Bride, riding wild and wide, with the ghost of a vow she was denied. You can chase her shadow, you'll never kill the fire that don't take blame. They found her once on the edge of the plain, dress torn, open gun still warm in the rain. She smiled through smoke and the dust in her hair, said a vow's just a noose and I ain't wearing that snare. Blackthorn Bride.